From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Monday, March 23rd. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. A sharp rise in jail bookings of unhoused people in Albuquerque is reigniting a long-running federal lawsuit over how the city handles homelessness. Bookings of individuals labeled as, quote, transient jumped from about 3,700 in 2022 to nearly 12,000 last year, with many arrests tied to minor offenses such as blocking sidewalks or missing court dates. Advocates argue the city is effectively using the Metropolitan Detention Center as a, quote, temporary homeless shelter, violating a 2017 settlement that aimed to reduce unnecessary arrests of nonviolent individuals. They say Albuquerque has returned to aggressive enforcement tactics, which include encampment sweeps and increased citations that often spiral into arrest warrants when court dates are missed. City officials deny wrongdoing, saying policies still comply with the agreement and that increased enforcement reflects more encampments and public complaints, not a shift in strategy. The police also point to expanded efforts to connect people to shelters and services. The issue is now before a federal judge who must decide whether the city has upheld the settlement or, quote, turned back the clock. The city of Albuquerque and the Firefighters Union have settled a contentious lawsuit over alleged improper negotiations. The case centered on union president Miguel Tippmann, who was accused of making a, quote, backdoor deal with the city council after contract talks with the city stalled. As part of the settlement, Tippmann did not admit wrongdoing, but acknowledged he should have followed formal dispute procedures. The dispute was also tied to a controversial plan to reduce ambulance staffing from 2 paramedics to 1, which the city council had tried to reverse before backing off. The settlement ends the legal fight, though most of the details remain confidential, leaving many firefighters and the public unaware of the full terms. Republican State Senator Steve Lehner may be left off New Mexico's June 2nd gubernatorial primary ballot after missing a key filing deadline. Although his campaign initially submitted enough petition signatures, it failed to refile required paperwork after he didn't secure enough support at the GOP pre-primary convention. Lehner said the mistake was due to a paperwork mix-up and is exploring legal options to stay on the ballot. Political analysts say his absence is unlikely to significantly impact the race, as he had limited statewide support. The remaining Republican candidates, including Greg Hall and Doug Turner, are expected to compete for undecided voters. And 13-year-old Hannah Lee of Los Alamos won the New Mexico State Spelling Bee after finishing 2nd and 3rd in the previous years. She clinched the title by correctly spelling bicatile and hydrometer in the final round. Runner-up Max Berger misspelled the final word, while Selena Sprack placed 3rd. Lee will represent New Mexico at the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. this May. She credited her win to persistence and a new strategy of studying language patterns, encouraging others to, quote, keep trying to reach their goals. The leading news is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny skies with a high near 83, and as for this evening, partly cloudy with a low around 50. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.